Hey everyone, welcome back to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Cody,
I'm Robbie.
and on this episode, we're going to be reviewing Noble Oak Double Oak Bourbon. So,
Yep,
this is one I've
it
been
is right
kind of
there.
talking about to Robbie and um, been wanting to get on the podcast. So, this is about $36 bourbon. It's not crazy high. It's in that 3.3 category for the blue collar whiskey drinkers, but it's
Yeah,
also 45% alcohol. Um, it's aged for we found only like aged for like a year. Um,
yeah,
but that's we didn't get a lot of information on that. So we'll have to, if somebody fact checks us, we might be wrong, but that's all we pulled up online. So it may be longer than that. So it's distilled in Indiana, so probably MGP, and it's bottled in what is it, Ohio?
yeah. Newtown, Ohio.
Newtown, Ohio. So
Yeah,
pretty cool. They Robbie's going to tell you some more about it.
yeah. So Noble Oak, actually, they started up in about 2017, and they have a mission of planting 973,000 and is it 19 trees or 91 trees? So 973,091 trees, and as of recording this episode, it seems
I
like
wonder
they
how
have
they came
reached
up with
that.
that number.
I have no idea. I have no idea. But they do it through one tree planted. So basically, every bottle you buy, they plant a tree, and so I think that's pretty cool. If you go to their website, they have you could check out where they have planted, and they talk about the science of why they planted in this community versus another community, and just everything like that, which I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, so right now they seems like they have met their goal. Um, I don't know if website's messed up or not, but um, congratulations if you did. But if
Yeah.
the website messed up, good job on what you're doing because I swear I thought I checked it the other day and there are like 800 and something thousand.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, but still a lot of trees, and they are a six
Yeah.
year old company. Um,
That's
and
pretty awesome. Yeah.
you know doing great work, and good job. I like to see it, and I like to see whiskey companies like giving back to their community, especially if they're
Yeah.
using a water
Definitely.
resource, things like that. I think that's
I
pretty
wonder if
cool.
I wonder if they're planting oak trees.
Yeah, be interesting.
That'd be
I
kind of
don't
cool
know.
if they were.
Yeah,
They're because I mean they're using oak barrels. They're might as well plant oak trees to bring some more
we, yeah,
oak to the earth. But that's pretty cool. Anyways,
yeah. So it says their efforts have spanned from the redwood forest in California to Detroit, Michigan. So they're literally all over the country.
nice.
Oh, and they do actually have planning projects where they have showed each like how many thousand in each area. Like they have like Texas and Georgia and Michigan, Missouri, and they have so many thousand that they've planted. And they actually talk about what actual trees they're planting, so they do more native species or of trees to that area. Okay,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, no, very cool.
That kind of answers my question right there.
Yeah, it did. So Noble Oak, good
Nice.
job. Uh, very cool. Well,
Well, we're definitely
oh,
wanting to try this thing. All right.
yep. Let's go ahead and pour ourselves some
Has a really
and
good
pop.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Smells great.
Oh, smell is has a great smell to it.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. Phew, really
Yeah.
good. It's getting a lot of that cherry and maybe a little bit of that honey.
Yeah. So on the notes, everybody, on the nose, they say you're gonna pick up like a ripe
Hmm.
cherry, honey smell, and for the tasting, you're going to get vanilla, dried fruit, actually vanilla with spice, and then kind of towards the middle, dried fruit, and then at the on the finish, you're going to get like a wood cherry. So
You're definitely getting some of that wood,
yeah,
but smells
yeah.
great.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
All right,
All right, man.
yeah. Mm.
Mm. Yeah, a little spicy, a little hot
Yeah,
actually,
a
but
little
very
warm,
good.
a lot of spice.
Yeah.
Not so much. Not a lot of sweet yet. Let's try another sip. Ooh, that one went up the nose.
Yeah, a little sweeter.
Yeah, I'm gonna just add a tad bit and add some water droplets.
Yeah. It's very good. I mean, it's got a nice bourbon like
Oh, it does.
profile.
It
And
does have a nice feel to the mouth. And tell you what, being having these allergies right now, it feels good on the chest.
yeah.
Yeah, Michaela has her allergies kicked in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice and sweet now. Even
Ooh,
sweeter.
I like that one.
Ooh, very good.
Yep. Well, cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Wow. Wow.
Hmm.
I definitely like it with the water droplets better.
Same here. It's smoothing it out, and it's more you get
That's the
more
sweet.
sweet.
Yeah.
You
Um,
get the
the vanilla and
little bit
you
more of
know
that honey too.
cherry. Oh yeah, honey. The smells
The
even.
yeah, the
Wow.
cherry, yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
the
good.
wood the wood has definitely gone down.
The spice has gone down big time too.
Yeah, and
Those
the
two
wood and
things have settled down.
mm,
That was good. That was probably a two sipper, but I went ahead and polished that off.
yeah, it's good. So this is also I think I don't know if I mentioned, but it's 3.3 category.
Yes.
So it's going to be high competition versus like, Legion,
Legion. Yeah.
American Prairie, those top dogs. But um, I still think it's really good. And it's at the lower end of the category, so I think it's a 4. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's a 4. Neat.
Yes, I will agree with the four. I will say without the water droplets, I would almost say it's a 3.5 range. Um,
Yeah.
but definitely with the water droplets, it's a solid four. And honestly, that's adding the water droplets actually did change this whiskey quite a
Yeah.
bit.
It did
Um,
prove it.
yeah, it just enhanced the smell. The aroma was just phenomenal. It was good before, but it was just better with the water droplets. And then even the flavor, like you, instead of being like a two note whiskey where it was spice and woody, some of the sweet flavors started to come through along with the spice and the wood. It just wasn't so overpowered by those two
Yeah.
strong whiskeys. Sorry, I just hit my little
Your mic.
knob. Yeah. So, but
No, yeah,
yeah,
I agree with you there. Just it increased, it got better. Some whiskeys get worse with water
yeah,
droplets, but
yeah.
some enhance, and this one is one of those enhancing ones, in our opinion. Definitely try it for yourselves, everybody. But you know, um, I know I'm excited. I'm excited to have after this long week. Uh, I've been dying to have some sort of cocktail.
Yes.
My God. So, I mean, we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna be doing this with Coke.
Yep.
I'm excited because I just want to drink on, like, I just want to sip on something.
Yeah.
Um,
That's exactly what I want to do. And honestly, I'll say I've been wanting a whiskey Coke all week. I don't know why. There's something in the air. I just want a whiskey Coke.
yeah,
So
I agree with you.
even though I did buy 4 roses today to make old fashions with for Michaela, one. And two, I was like, fuck, I just need a whiskey that I can make some cocktails.
Four
Don't
Roses
drink
is
it
really
all.
good with Coke, and don't
Oh, it
drink it all
is. I won't.
because
I won't.
we'll do a blind.
Well,
But
uh, I can't promise that with my wife drinking old fashions now. I may, well, I'm the one making them, but she'll be like, "Can you make my? God dang it, I got a little bit left. I was trying to save it."
yeah, oh shit,
So, but good thing 4 Roses is only a $20 bottle. I almost actually went up and bought the bigger bottle, which is only $41. I should have just done that.
you should. Yeah, it's worth it. So
So, all right, everybody, rambling. Let's go
we're
make our
gonna go
whiskey
ahead and
Coke.
make our whiskey and Coke.
All right, everybody, we're back. We got our whiskey and Coke here.
Yeah.
Noble Oak, Double Oak. So, hey, cheers.
Hey man, cheers. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Pretty good. Right off the bat.
Oh, it's very cold. So, I don't know if you could tell. So, last week I was wanting to make a whiskey Coke. So, I put an ice ball in and then just topped it off with some ice and found out I didn't have Coke. So, I threw it all in the freezer and I used that glass tonight. But now the whiskey ball is like frozen at the bottom here and not coming back.
That's funny.
Like, it is not moving.
Nice. Oh man.
Yeah. No, that's
Um, Not super carbonated.
yeah, it's kind of flattened out.
Yeah.
Um, whiskey flavor does come through, but I would almost say it's not even like a cherry or maybe it's the wood and like dried
Maybe it
fruit
is.
or something.
I don't know. Maybe it is cherry because it kind of tastes like cherry Coke. Mm, just a little bit.
Yeah, see, I'm getting like a woody dry oak with Coke, flat Coke. It's not too flat, but it's flatter.
It's flatter. It's not. Yeah, like I didn't have a lot of froth when I stirred
Yeah,
it.
and I was sitting there stirring. I was like, shit, not a lot of froth.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I was like,
So, but I do got 4 roses in there, so I'll redeem it here in a little bit.
uh,
Yeah, not
yeah. I
doggone
mean,
this. This is just
yeah, it's just not as like. I mean,
yeah.
it tastes good. Like it's not like terrible. It's just
I would definitely drink this neat.
yeah, it's better neat.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, not even that we're like kind of
comparing the
like
two,
comparing the
but
two, but it's like this whiskey's better neat than it is in
yes,
Coke. Like just you know. Um.
finally moved up.
Oh wow, I just moved up, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah. So um,
It still does
but
feel
yeah,
good to have a cocktail. Like it's nice.
it's nice
Um.
to have something to sip on. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a score.
All right.
Um, I'm trying to think
I
about it
mean,
with the new scoring.
it's not bad.
It's not bad. It is good,
Like
but
the flavors are good.
I
Just a
just
little
don't
flat.
think it's I don't think it's in the fours. I'm going to go with a 3.5 at best.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
if not, it could be slightly less at a 3, but I think 3.5 is fair. It has a good flavor. It's flat. It really flattened out that Coke. So
Yeah, I would say 3.5. Yeah, I'd agree with you. It could go down.
yeah,
I mean,
it could. Again, as we get more whiskeys in and we kind of figure out what's actually good in each category, we'll probably notice that some of these whiskeys, like this one, could be a middle of the road or shit. Honestly, knowing some of the whiskeys in this category, you got Legion, American Prairie, just the two offhand. Russell 10-year is up in there. Um,
yeah.
this one gets blown out of the water by those.
You know who does a 10? Flaviar does a 10 score system.
Yeah,
But they do the points
like 10.1, 2.
like 7 point. Like
Yeah, if we did end up going to a 10, like say we ended up actually switching later this year, I think it'd be just enough to do a 10 point, like say 9.5, 8.5.
or it might be. I have to look at that. Now
Yeah.
I'm second guessing myself.
So I'm actually going to look at some Flaviar and see if my buddy Jordan could get stuff delivered up in Missouri and just do it that way.
Oh, dude, I can send Jordan my Flaviar link to get him a free bottle
There you go.
and
Yeah,
me
I'll
a free
talk
bottle.
to. Yeah, I'll look at that.
If he wants to sign up,
Yeah,
it might be worth it for him. It's pretty cool. I love it.
yeah. And
Been doing
honestly,
it
I
2 years now.
let me talk to him, see if he'd even if he wants to sign up. I'll sign up 50-50. That way I could, benefit too. So we pretty
Yeah, I
much just
mean,
share those bottles.
so the cool thing is too, like with the link that I send you,
Yeah,
whoever I send it to gets a free bottle, and then I get that same free bottle. So we
nice.
both get to get a free bottle and try it. So it's cool.
Yeah, well, once Arkansas is able to get the Flaviar, you know, you're gonna
You're
have
like
to
the
wait to
o-
move out. You're
you're
gonna
like
have to wait to move out here
you're like the only
until you
fucking
get Flaviar.
you're like the only state that doesn't. So annoying. I was gonna get that for your birthday and
I know. I'm
fucking
so
bullshit.
bummed about that. Um. So yeah. Anyways, Noble Oak,
No,
pretty
but
damn good whiskey, neat. I
yeah,
like it neat. Um, I think it's
no,
gonna make a pretty good old fashioned.
yeah, dude. I mean, based on what
Yeah.
I've seen, this is good. Just like the
It flat.
flavors are really good. It's just flat.
Yeah, but with
The
old
Coke's
fashioned,
flattened
we
out.
don't have to worry about any carbonization or anything. I will
No,
say, this may be a whiskey I am slightly concerned on the rocks.
I think it's gonna eat the
I don't.
water, eat the rock, eat the ice.
Yeah, I think it's just going to eat it and water it down. So we'll have to see about that whenever we do that one next. So
Yeah. All right, people. So we're gonna be scoring this on the rocks and an old fashioned next. But so
yeah,
stay tuned.
yeah, we'll be right back.
Hey, so we got our Noble Oak on the rocks,
Yeah,
everybody. So
yeah.
smells pretty good.
Ooh, I do like that smell. It had a good smell last week too. Cheers.
Hey, bro. Cheers. Mm, that's really good. Wow.
It is.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah, it is
Wow.
good.
It doesn't melt the ice either. My ice is
Yeah,
like
no, my
solid.
eyes still pretty solid. Like it's
Yeah.
actually with being a square, it's not chewing it up oddly either.
That's funny.
Um,
I have a round one this tonight.
yeah, I think last time I had the round one.
Well, funny enough, everybody. So I got a little mini freezer up here, and I put the defrost on, like, because it was built. You got the ice build up, in those mini fridges, and so I was like, I'll unplug it, I'll let it defrost a little bit. Oh fuck! I never came back up, and all my ice cubes. I had a bunch of nice big ice cubes in there. They're all melted, gone. So I had to grab my round ones because I have a round ice cube maker up at my house. So that was a fun thing to come up to the bar and find out today. That was a little
Did it leak
this
all over the place?
um it leaked a little bit, yeah, but
Yeah,
not
I
like
bet.
crazy. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
actually a lot of water in the freezer that was just sitting in there.
Yeah,
Um
stagnant.
yeah.
So was it all closed? Did you leave it open at all?
Um no, it was closed. So yeah, it
Did you
wasn't
get a
actually.
weird smell
No,
at
because it's
all?
not that hot.
No.
It's not hot or humid or
Oh,
anything.
okay. Yeah.
So yeah, luckily I didn't get a smell, so thank God. Um,
So my mini fridge in the garage, um, the few weeks this last summer, whenever we had really hot days, it was honestly close to a month. That thing did not want to keep anything cool in the refrigerator. Like it felt like room temperature. Like it was cold, but it wasn't like cold like you expect. So like all the beer just tasted weird, and it had that. It wasn't warm. It was just like not cold
yeah.
either.
Hmm.
And like the freezer was freezing, so I chipped away at all that on my freezer, hoping that maybe it's just blocking some of the air. And dude, there was so much ice buildup. I didn't realize that that's something you gotta pay attention to on those mini fridges.
Yeah,
It was
dude.
just like so much. I was,
Mine was like this thick all the way around the whole thing.
yeah, no, I had a good solid 3 inch spots. Like it just built up. And one part of the door would not lift up, so I had to wait till that defrosted to even lift
Oh
up, and
well,
it took a while.
that's
So
funny. Anyways, that was funny to come up to the bar and find. But yeah, this whiskey's pretty good, man. Shit. On the
no,
on the
no, it's
rocks.
the flavor's holding up fairly well, I would say.
Uh-huh.
I would say it does kind of get watered down in a sense, but
Yeah.
overall the flavor does hold up pretty well, I would say. Um, it's not chewing up the ice, like it's melted, but it's not too bad because I could use this ice again. I'm almost done with this, and I
Yeah.
could use the ice again. So
Yeah, definitely. I'll use this for the old fashioned for sure. Um, this is it's got a good, like, it's holding up, the flavors are good. Um, you know, I get a little bit what more I think more oak
yes, it
now
is
that it's on the
oaky,
rocks.
but the smell, honestly, still phenomenal. I love the smell on this whiskey. Has a nice sweet, I would say vanilla smell at the end of it.
Yeah.
Um, so something I was listening. I think I sent you the video this week of these guys talking about the difference between whiskey glasses and also the different ways of drinking
Oh
neat
yeah.
or
Hmm.
just the way you drink your whiskey kind of thing. And so our little whiskey glasses that I forget what they call them, but the whiskey glasses that you try it
Yeah.
neat, and the ones we do it will definitely give us a different flavor profile, and even the smell opens up a lot more inside that glass versus like a rocks glass, like what we drink here
Oh yeah.
um,
The,
on a
the
day-to-day basis. So I thought that was interesting. Like I kind of knew that, I just never really thought about it too much, I guess. So
yeah, that
something,
was definitely one of the reasons why I was like, dude, you gotta get one of these glasses.
yeah, but it's like we also should think about it. How are we going to drink it all the time? We're not going to grab those whiskey glasses every time we go to drink neat. I grab a rocks glass out of the cupboard here and pour it into there. So,
I do most of the
which
time. Yeah.
I have noticed on, it's not every whiskey, but I have noticed on some whiskeys. I think Pikeville was actually a prime example. Phenomenal neat. I think it's still good even in the rocks glass, but it tasted slightly different whenever I did pour it into the normal glass by itself.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just one that kind of stuck out to
You,
me after listening to that little YouTube video.
yeah, definitely. And I always now, if I have a new whiskey that I haven't had, I use that first.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So like I don't pour it like in one of these.
Oh, no. Yeah, I do the same thing.
So I'm at I'm at a good stage. I finished the whiskey. I think
Yeah,
I'm ready to review it. The taste held up pretty good.
it did.
A little oaky. It was definitely more
Hmm.
oaky than neat, which it was okay. Um, so the smell was good. So the those are good pluses. I think the I think it's a 3.5.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. You nailed it with that. 3.5, little oaky. Did slightly get watered down, but not much. The flavor held up overall very well, and the smell just was one of the great smell. Smells four, I would say.
Yeah,
Um,
it smells good.
but
It's definitely a
yeah, I
four.
think it's a 3.5 on the rocks. It's a good way to drink it. I still like it neat with the water droplets. Um, I would definitely say without the water droplets with this one, didn't not as good, but it's still very good. Like I kind of wrote
Yeah.
down 3.5 without. That was just kind of I think my personal thought on it. While neat overall to blue collar was 4.0.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna drink this on the rocks or Coke, since they both scored 3.5, which one?
Um, Probably Coke.
Really? Yeah, I'm opposite. I would do rocks. I think the little flatness that we got, it wasn't much. It wasn't as bad as others. I just think that little flatness still would
Yeah,
throw me off.
you definitely got the more flat, I feel
Yeah.
like, than I did
Um.
on that one.
Yeah. But I'm really curious about this old fashioned. I think it's going to make a good old fashioned. What do you think?
I think so. I think it's gonna be decent. I think it's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be probably better than at least Coke and on the rocks.
I'll say that. Do you think it breaks out of the 4.0 or is it going to kind of probably hover there?
It's gonna have a 4.0.
Yeah. I'm inclined to agree. I want it to do better. I'd like to see this one do good. It is a double oak. Thinking back, well, wasn't oh, what was the one we did double oak before?
There's a
Woodford, was it
lot.
Wood?
Woodford's double oaked. Hmm.
And then that would make a pretty good old fashioned.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't.
want to say it did.
That wasn't great, but it wasn't. Um,
Well, I want to say it was like its better way. I know we changed up the scoring from last time, everybody. We're
that
not,
that
but
whiskey was really good. I
the
love that one.
Woodford,
Hmm. The
yeah,
double
that
oaked
one.
one though.
Yeah. The Woodford Double Oaked is phenomenal bottle. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
all right,
you ready to pour this old fashioned then?
yeah, let's do it. All right, everybody, got our Noble Oak Old Fashioned here. So looks pretty good. Has a great color to it.
Yeah,
The
for
smell is
sure.
great. But any old fashioned is a great smell. I don't think you'll be hard pressed to find a whiskey that makes a terrible smell in old fashioned.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's
So
gotta be.
You got you got your simple syrup bitters. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Orange, little citrusy smell. So. Wow. Holy crap. I don't know about you, but that's like a dessert old fashioned. That is sweet.
It's real sweet. A little too much for me.
Really? Oh my gosh. This is, like I said, it's a dessert. I'm sure. Let me try it again.
Good, but
This is a
much.
one and done old fashioned, but it's like the end of the night. Like if you're not wanting like a cake or cheesecake, whatever,
Yeah.
have this dessert old fashioned. Wow. This is good. This is,
Sweet.
I would treat this as a dessert. Holy shit. I bet I could see it with multiple though. I couldn't do it. It is too sweet for multiple, but for one and done,
Yeah.
gosh, I'm surprising. I thought the oak would come through on this. I really did. I was making the drink and I was like, I bet it's going to be like
Yeah.
an oaky old fashioned.
It gets taken over though.
It
A little bit.
does.
The whiskey.
It's
The
like
whiskey.
it's like the vanilla just mixed with the simple syrup too well.
Yeah. You get the simple syrups a lot, and the sweet. The whiskey kind of gets taken over by the other ingredients in this one.
Yeah. So it was. They said ripe cherries, honey. I definitely see like a honey, more sugary. They say cherry. I'm not getting too many, but maybe dried fruit and like a vanilla, all mixed into this.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting some of that too. I get just the like overall, like it's kind of flat. Like it's you you know what I mean? Like you don't get that whiskey punch. You just
oh
get like
no,
a
there's like I would agree with that as far as it is kind of flat, but for what it is, it's not the old fashioned I would want to sit there and drink and have multiple of, like a Four Roses, Russell 10-year Legion. It's
yeah.
not like a whiskey like that. It is. What other whiskey did we say was a dessert old fashioned? There was another one that was really sweet. This has probably been over a year now. I'm gonna have to go back and listen.
Could be let's see.
Shit, it could be Woodford Double Oak.
That was a couple of years ago.
It was
That
a
was
couple years ago.
Colin's episode.
Yeah. So I'd be curious. I'm gonna look back on that one. I don't think it was the double oak, but I'll definitely check that one. There was one other that I did say it was like a dessert. It was very sweet. So I think it'd be funny if it was the other double oak that we've done.
This is
It's good for what it is. Not the old fashioned I'm gonna go after.
Yeah.
So I got to keep that in mind. This is almost a different drink altogether. It doesn't taste like an old fashioned. You're not getting the strong bourbon taste.
I mean, it's definitely an old fashioned. It's just not like
it's not
the one. It's not the one we would like lean towards.
Yes, you make it like
for like multiple.
just,
this is like like a end of the night kind of sweet. You want a sweet, maybe a lot of people might like this because it's so sweet, but
I could
it's
see
a little much.
I could see people liking it. I'm curious what Michaela's gonna think, see if she likes it. But
Yeah,
I'd almost say it is a little too sweet for her.
even I mean George Dickel, the one we just we did recently, the bourbon, it was more it wasn't this sweet. It was more like spicy and like Michaela thought like holiday type
Yeah.
flavors, which would be spicy and,
Yeah,
sweet, but also, all that. So,
definitely have more spice and like that cinnamon.
and you can taste the bourbon.
Yeah.
Well,
This one, honest.
that one was pretty cinnamony, but you know, this one's just like sweet and cinnamony, and like there's no whiskey taste really
Yeah,
much.
there's no whiskey. It's sweet and sweet. Like the bitters don't even come through at all. I don't. It's almost like I forgot to put the bitters in, kind of thing.
Yeah,
But all right.
but definitely not terrible. Everybody, just
No, no.
not what we were hoping.
All right. So I got my score,
All right.
and for the score of an old fashioned, um, it is good. I'm gonna say it is a 4. It is sweet. I kind of want to go to a 3.5, but I think it is good because honestly, if we did like a dessert old fashioned category eventually, where we have multiple whiskeys that are this sweet, it may become its own thing. But it's like, I don't know, a 4, maybe 3.5. I don't know. What do you think?
Mm, I'm a little disappointed, so I'm gonna say 3.5.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
like I don't hate it. I
No,
just
neither do I. It's just not a bourbon.
it's just
Like,
not that. It's not on that level, for an old
I
fashioned.
agree. I like I was saying, if we did like a dessert old fashioned, I could see this being really good. Like, hey, we got a bunch of dessert old fashions. Let's figure out which one's the best, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
for
So
sure.
I did go ahead and write down dessert next to this. That way we can remember it. I'm going to star it too. That way I have stuff in my notes for it. But yeah, it's not bad. It is good. And
Yeah.
it could be just the fact that we're not getting very, you know what? No, it is a 3.5. I made 4 roses old fashions for everybody else earlier. Had a sip of Michaela's, and that's an old fashioned.
Fucking good, right?
So
Dude, I haven't had that in a while. You know, I gotta get me some Four Roses.
honestly, it's going to be the bottle I keep on hand from now on,
Fuck, I do too.
just because it's so cheap and I could have it just at the ready. It's a perfect cocktail whiskey
It's
kind of
so good
thing.
for cocktails, dude. It's like the perfect one. Like, I've been trying to find anything that is in that price range or lower that can compete for cocktails. No, not yet. I haven't found anything.
All right,
Actually, you know
everybody.
what? I take that back. Maybe we'll have to see.
Yeah. Okay. So I got it all rounded up. We gave it a neat 4.0, Coke 3.5, Rocks 3.5, and we went ahead old fashioned 3.5. Overall score 3.625. Got around, I guess we would actually round down. It didn't beat that 3 point. So it is a 3.5 whiskey overall, just due to majority. It is a good whiskey. I would get it again. I do enjoy it neat. I'm probably actually going to drink some neat once we get off here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I mean, I feel like 3.5 is maybe a little low, but I think it's probably right there at a 3.5, maybe a little higher, but yeah, so I mean, I think, as far as the whiskey goes, I think it's a little bit higher than 3.5. I think it's probably like a 3.7. So I mean,
3.7.
um
I would definitely say, it's a 3.7. It's just
Yeah,
right there.
it's right there
Um,
at 3.7.
overall. And even looking back at some of which would bump up the score a little bit, like maybe Coke is a 3.5. Rocks, on the other hand, I could see that being like a 3.7. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's slightly better to me.
totally.
So with this overall, it's a 3.75.
Yeah, I
I
would
would
agree with
say
that.
it is pretty spot on. I would go ahead and just round it up to a 3.8 overall.
Yeah,
Double oak bourbon, very good. Just kind of brush over, even though we just did it. 4.0 neat, 3.7 with Coke, 3.7 on the rocks, and then a 3.6 old fashioned. And remember, this old fashioned was more of a dessert old fashioned. So um, that gave it a 3.8 overall. Good whiskey, very good. I'm actually going to pour some neat once we get off the this episode. But something
yeah,
cool, go grab yourself a bottle. Um, this whiskey does every bottle purchase, they go plant a tree with their
plant a tree.
partners. So
Yeah,
I think that is very cool. As far as kind of giving back to resources that they do utilize the resources of the oaks. They got their barrels and everything else. So why not replenish what you take, kind of thing.
yeah, I love it. I think that's really cool that they do that, and
Yeah,
you know, just that alone makes me feel better buying their whiskey and
yeah,
you know, um,
and you know,
supporting them, and you know,
yeah,
it's good
and
whiskey. So it's not breaking the bank either. So
no, it's not. It's very good. Definitely worth the price point. I know we discussed it earlier about the price. It's right there at that 2.3, 3.3 mark. But we did settle on a 3.3 category just because after taxes, even for Cody, it's going to be over the $35 mark at that 36 range. Mine's 36.99 here in Arkansas, but
yeah,
may not be the price for you guys. You guys may be a little bit cheaper, maybe a little bit more. I just know Arkansas is pretty pricey, and I don't know. They have their alcohol sales tax that is just
yeah.
ridiculous.
I mean,
Um,
it's like 32 here,
yeah. So,
but
um, yeah. Anything else you got to say about this whiskey?
yeah. I mean, definitely go try it, everybody. I think you know, yeah, it's a good gift whiskey too. Not only it's a
Yeah.
good looking bottle, I think. I think it's a good gift whiskey. You're supporting a good cause, and they're planting trees and everything. So, definitely get a bottle, give it to a friend, as a gift or whatever. Too. Um, I think it's
Just grab
definitely
yourself a
worthy.
bottle, share it with a friend, share it with a family member,
Yeah, it's great. So
and let us know what you think. And you know what? Definitely grab yourself a bottle. Let us know what you think on the old fashioned. If you got that overly sweet taste, I may play with it again. Not tonight, but maybe another day. Just trying to see if dialing back the simple syrup may help it. Um, because every other way it was a bourbon. Like you get a good bourbon taste, you get that oaky flavor. So it was just kind of surprising on that old fashioned, I would say.
yeah, yeah, it was.
So,
It was kind of definitely not expected, but it was okay.
yeah,
So
definitely.
all right, everybody, we're gonna tune out here, but catch us on the next episode. I think. What do we got coming up here, Robbie?
Well, we got a couple guest episodes lined out. We will be having Cody's friend Kyle on coming up. Is that at the end of April here?
End of April,
Towards it.
yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that actually may be the next episode. Um, just because I got a wedding coming up that I am officiating, so we won't be doing one next week. And since it's also my wife's birthday, kind of next weekend, and it's in the middle of the week of following, so I may not do anything that next weekend.
Kyle will probably be the next episode, everybody. So
yeah. So Kyle, what whiskey is it again?
So he is going to be bringing on Old Forester Prohibition.
That's right.
Super
I can't wait for another Old Forester, man. Oh man. I've been
good.
There's so many Old Foresters out there, and so far I have not been disappointed by them. Maybe the least favorite is the 100 proof. I keep wanting to say 101, but that's the Wild Turkey that I went up against.
Dude, I freaking love that one. I don't know why you.
The Old Forester 100.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I would just say it is the weakest one. As far as judging out of the 86, just phenomenal.
I think it's better than 86 for sure.
No. You're high. You're high. Get out of here.
For sure.
You're drunk. You're drunk. Go home.
I like it. I like it better.
I would say because, gosh, what is it? Isn't it Old Forester have Statesman? Is that the one I'm thinking of? That one's really good. I thought that was a phenomenal bottle. I've only had it neat, so.
Yeah, I had what was it? The 19. There's so many.
Yeah, that's another one we'll have to do, like a Jim Beam kind of thing where.
The problem is their bottles are expensive.
Yeah, once you get past the 86 and the 100.
Yeah, it's like
the next bottle's like $20 more, if not $25 more. And then after that, it's like $20 more than that bottle. It starts going up real quick. It does a snowball effect. So,
yeah.
But
all right,
stay tuned. Old Forester Prohibition. Our buddy Kyle's going to be on. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. Grab yourself a drink.
Prohibition man himself with
yeah, we'll have to dive into that whenever he's on his brewery. So he's a beer guy, but so yeah.
Cheers, everybody.